Let's do a final improvement in our tasks before moving on back to the WordPress stuff. So remember, in the any function that we write, you have to use the theme name as a prefix, right? When you're done with your theme, you'll probably end up with a lot of functions that you can reuse in other themes. So instead of using hard coding your prefix here as first theme, let's select all our prefixes. I'm using Command D in VS Code, and let's do something like a generic placeholder, like underscore theme name. So it could be anything, but I just chose underscore theme name. You can choose any other generic prefix you like. So let's save this, and let's also, we have the theme name in the prefix in the helpers file, so let's replace these as well. And we'll also do that for the text domain. And save. And let's search the folder for first theme, just in case we missed any. So we have in index.php we need to also replace the function calls and the text domains. So replace these with theme underscore theme name. We also have it in the Gulp file and the package. We don't need to change these. Maybe in the style.css we can also change these to the placeholder. What we're gonna do now is create a task that will search for all underscore theme name instances and replace them with the theme name in the package.json. So that way, whenever you want to create a new theme, you can actually use your old functions and just replace the name in the package.json and run a task that will replace the placeholder with the actual theme name. Alright, so let's create the task now. In Gulp file, let's install a plugin, Gulp Replace. So this plugin replaces, a string in a file with another string. So let's install it, and while it's installing, let's actually use it. So let's import replace from Gulp Replace, and then we want to also import the package.json. Why? In order to get the name of the theme that we will replace with the placeholder. So let's import, let's call it info, and we will get this from package.json. Alright, now when do we want to replace the files? It's right before we bundle them, right? So before zipping the files, we need, for every file that we are bundling, we need to search for the placeholder and replace it with the actual theme name. So we're gonna pipe the replace plugin. So replace, and it takes the first argument, the thing that we want to replace, so theme name, and then the string that we want to replace it with. So it's gonna be info, and info will be the package.json object. So we want the name property from it, so info.name. One more thing, we also need to the name of the zip file we also need it to be dynamic. We need to get it from info.name. So let's change this from a normal string to a string with a backtick in order to put a variable here. So $sign and curly braces, and then info.name. Let's save this and try to run NPM run bundle again. Let's now open the zip file and open, let's say, one of the functions and see if the placeholder is replaced. So let's open enqueue assets, and as you can see, it's now first theme. Unlike the original InQscript file, which is here, which had the placeholder. So great, so now we have a foundation for any new theme that we want to create. We have tasks now that will dynamically replace a theme name placeholder in order to reuse functions. And this will also apply to anywhere we use the theme name, like in the text domain, as we saw. So this will make it very easy for us in the future to make a new theme and reuse some code from our old themes. So I think that's it now for the Gulp file. We'll come back actually to this file during the course to, we'll have to do some other stuff. But for now, let's finally get back to the WordPress stuff.